name is Courtney Higgins, and today I will be observing a first period freshman Algebra 1 classroom in a suburban high school in the greater Houston area. This classroom includes 14 students, 10 boys and 4 girls. The demographics of these students include 2 white students, 7 Hispanic students, 4 African American students, and 1 Asian American student. The students are currently learning about 2 variable inequalities and practicing their skills for solving for y in an equation and an inequality. They are also learning about the possible solutions to an inequality. They are learning how these solutions can be graphed on a graph and the importance of the shading area in which the solutions are true. The students will also be learning about test-taking strategies, discussing it with their peers, and how to use it whenever they take the STAR test using an example of a past STAR question. The students have also been given the opportunity this past week to earn points back to a previous test they did not perform well on. The team of Algebra 1 teachers collaborated and decided the best way to go about reteaching the students these questions would be to spiral practice questions related to the ones that were most missed on the test into the lessons throughout the week. The students can earn a total of 5 points back per day through entrance and exit tickets.
Monday, we have a quiz over the 2 variable inequalities, and next Wednesday, we have an assessment. Alright, this is the very last week of the 6 weeks, so today is the last day you can come in and make up work. Alright, today we're going to determine the graph of 2 variable inequalities using coordinate planes. We kind of talked about it yesterday, y'all remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What do we say about having just a greater than or just a less than symbol? What about our line?
Oh, it's like dash.
A dash line. All right. So what if it's greater than or equal to?
It's solid.
It's a solid line. All right. We remember that. Okay. So looking at this, 4x plus y is greater than -7. What kind of line are we going to use?
Dash line.
Dash line. Good job. What about 10x plus 5y is greater than -20? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand.
Dash.
Dash. Why do you say dash?
Because it's less than or greater than.
Less than or greater than, it's not equal to. Okay? Alright, true or false? You would love to have homework in every subject every day.
Wait a minute.
True. False.
That's actually true. Keep me off the
My
streets.
dog ate my homework.
Okay.
So say every day.
Okay. So then true or false? You like cold weather over hot weather?
Oh, true.
No.
Raise your hand if you like cold weather over hot weather.
True. Yeah.
Really?
That's where it's cold.
I'd rather hot weather.
Chicago.
Alright. True or false? The point 0, 0 is a solution to this inequality.
True.
True?
False.
What kind of line do we have?
Oh, it's a dash line. So
A
it's
dash line. That's like
Yeah.
saying what kind of dot on our graph. What kind of dot is that on our graph? An open dot. Alright, if it's open dot, does that include 0, 0?
Yes.
An open dot includes 0, 0? No. It's open. What kind of dot includes 0, 0?
Close.
Closed dot. So
Solid.
if it's a solid line, it would include it. Good job. Alright, true or false, you are a Texas fan. Raise your hand if it's true. Okay, true or false, the slope of this line is 0. Raise your hand if it's true. The slope of this line is 0. Raise your hand if you think it's true.
That's
Yes,
true.
that's
Liz.
I think it's true.
Because you
Doesn't
know, you gotta have a Z.
Right, doesn't
You
our
weren't here
line
for
make
that,
a Z?
What?
Miss, I have seen that. I remember watching that video. That dude was like, what was it called? It was called
Slope
puff,
dude.
puff,
Slow ass.
positive,
Positive.
nice, negative, and then he was like 0 fun.
This is
and then he
0
was like
fun.
undefined.
What was undefined?
This is gold. No. The mountain was undefined because it was straight down.
Right, the cliff, when he went down the cliff. Good job. Alright, true or false, the point 0, 0 is a solution to this inequality.
Oh, no, that's true because it's shaded
Right, where's 0, 0 on this graph?
to the
Shaded
left.
parts of it.
Right here. Okay? Is that shaded?
Yes.
So if it's shaded, does that mean it is included in the solution?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Alright, true or false, you love to watch college
Oh, that's
football
true.
That's
That's
TCU
so
trash. They're the worst division.
games. True.
They are the worst.
A&M.
That's why they win all the games.
LSU.
TCU, the best team.
True or false? True or false? I can
I
speak
run
to
an
that.
NFL offense.
You love to shop.
True.
True.
I can work it.
I'm
I
all
can't say
everybody.
it. No red things either.
Alright, true or false? You would use the less than or equal to or the greater than or equal to symbol to graph this
That's true,
inequality.
Miss, because it's a solid line.
Raise your hand if you think it's true.
You're disrupting my learning.
Okay. If it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, what kind of line do we use? Less than or equal to or greater than, Cameron.
That's what we would use for that one because it's
Less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, what kind of line do we use?
a solid line.
Solid line.
And
Good
then if
job.
it's just greater than or less than, then it's a dash line.
Good job.
That's what you used to see.
Please stop trying to read
All right, which description correctly describes the graph of the linear inequality below? Our inequality is 4x minus 3y is greater than or equal to 24. A says it's a negative slope, a positive y-intercept, and it's shaded below the line and the line is dashed. Okay? B says a positive slope, negative y-intercept, shaded above the line and the line is solid. C says a positive slope, positive y-intercept, shaded below the line and the line is solid. D says a positive slope, negative y-intercept, shaded below the line and the line is solid. All right, the last one is talking about our line, right? All of these say the line is dashed, the line is solid, or the line is solid, sorry. Looking at our inequality, what line do we know it's going to be?
Line solid.
The line is solid, so which one can we automatically take out?
Hey.
Nice job. Test taking strategies, guys. This is a star test. This is a star question. All right. You know that this is going to be a solid line. So when you see dashed line, you know that's wrong, right? Okay. What else do we have to do to figure this out? Do what? Solve for y, because we have to find our what? Slope, y-intercept, and which way we're going to shade, maybe?
Above.
We don't know that yet.
Above.
And how do we solve for y-ness?
All right, Angel. We talked about this on Monday.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so we're solving for y. Circle your y, put your line down your inequality. What am I going to move first?
4x. 4x. Negative 4x.
We're going to minus 4x. Good. On both sides. All right, these cancel out. Bring down your negative 3y is greater than or equal to. Keep your sign the same. All right, can we combine 24 and negative 4x?
No.
No, so we're just going to rewrite it. How do we rewrite it?
Negative 4x plus 24.
Good. Negative 4x plus 24. All right, Aaron, what's our last step?
Right.
I don't
We want to get y by itself.
We do negative, positive 3.
What is 3 and y doing?
It's negative.
Divide.
It's multiplying.
Oh, yeah.
They're multiplying. So we're going to do the opposite of, I'm asking Aaron.
Inverse
We're going to do
operation.
the opposite of multiply, which is divide by
Negative.
negative 3. All right, we're going to divide by negative 3 here. Divide by negative 3 here.
Katie.
divided by -3 here. Okay, these cancel out. What happens to our inequality sign when we divide by a negative? It flips. Look at your yellow sheet of paper. The
It says,
golden
the
rule.
when you multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number, you must flip the inequality symbol.
Right? That is the golden rule. If you multiply or divide by a negative number in an inequality, you must flip the symbol. So what is our symbol going to become now?
It's gonna become a positive.
Greater than.
This says greater than or equal to,
Oh.
remember?
Less
It's going to
than.
be less than or equal to. What is -4 divided by -3?
You'll just leave it. You just leave it.
Negative or positive? Right. You divide a negative by a negative, you get a positive. 4/3 x. And 24 divided by -3?
24 divided by -3 is -8.
-8. All right. So what is our y-intercept? Positive or negative? What's our y-intercept here?
The y-intercept is -8.
The y-intercept is 8, -8. All right. Which of these can we cancel out? Answer
You can-
choices.
Cancel out the one that says a positive y-intercept.
C. It says that C says it has a positive y-intercept. We don't have a positive y-intercept. All right. We have to figure out which way we're going to shade.
0, you can use 0, 0.
We can substitute 0, 0. What was the little trick Miss Higgins taught you yesterday?
Saying said that if you use 0, 0, we can use 0, 0 if it's not on the line.
If it's not on the line, what is the other little trick
If
she
the
taught?
y is by itself.
If the
Oh,
y is
yeah,
by
you can
itself,
tell what
what?
it is. You can tell if it's above or below.
Right. If y is by itself on the left-hand side, right?
Yeah.
When you're looking at it, it's on our left.
Uh-huh.
Okay. If y is by itself on the left-hand side, we can shade whichever way the inequality is telling us. What does that inequality say?
Oh, it says
Y is
less than or
equal to.
Less than or equal to. So which way are we going to shade?
Below.
Below the line. What's our correct answer?
D.
D. Okay. If y'all forget that, I'm gonna rewrite this over here. Y is less than or equal to 4/3 x minus 8. If y'all forget that, you can substitute 0, 0. Y is gonna become what?
I think.
We're substituting the point 0, 0.
Why would it be 0?
Y, we're gonna replace y with 0.
And
So
then
take y out, put 0 in.
Yep.
What is x?
0.
4/3 times 0.
Times 0, right? X is now 0 as well. Take x out, put 0 in.
And then subtracting.
-8.
So 0 is
Minus
less than or equal to -8.
0 minus 8 is -8. Oops. Is 0 less than or equal to -8?
Yes. No, it's not less than.
No, it's not. Alright, but we have to graph our line.
So it's not true.
So we're going to graph our y-intercept at -8. You go down 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a positive slope of 4/3. How do we graph another point?
You have to.
Go
Oh wait, yeah.
Up 3.
Up 3 over 4. Yeah.
Up.
No,
Rise
it's
over
rise. Yeah, it's up 4.
So we
over
go
3.
up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 3. 1, 2, 3, put a point.
Up 4.
Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, put a point. Okay, we said it's a solid line. 0, 0 is up here. Okay,
And it wasn't
and we
true.
said it's not true, so we're gonna do the opposite and shade below. Any questions? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all try the last one that y'all didn't do on the blue sheet yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It says you try. I just did one with y'all. So y'all try the last one on the blue sheet. Is that a positive for it?
Watch out for that.
So you get a minus. Opposite. That's right. Can you pull up the other notebook? Or you want me to? You're doing number 4 on your board notes from yesterday. You're not. What is 5 and y? What is 5 and y? Don't look at that there. 5 and y. What does that say? 5 what y? Plus y minus y? No. Is that saying 5 plus y, 5 minus y, 5 times y, 5 divided by y? There's a plus sign? No. In between 5 and y. I'm just saying that's a positive 5. In between 5 and y. It says 5y. Does that mean 5 plus y, 5 minus y, 5 times y, or 5 divided by y? No, it doesn't have anything. It just says 5y. That means to multiply. Okay, so it is the opposite. Where are your notes from yesterday? The other ones that tell you step by step. All right, for number 4. Give it here. All right, number 4. Can we tell our slope and our y-intercept looking at this equation?
No.
No. So what do we have to do?
You have to solve for y.
We have to solve for y. Okay, so you should have circled y. Put a line down your inequality sign. Remember, guys, yesterday in our other blue notes, it gives us step by step what we should have done. Someone read to me, what was my first step?
Draw the line.
Draw the line. Did we do that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What's our second step? Move the x by what?
Add and subtract.
Adding or subtracting. Are we going to add or subtract 4x? Subtract 4x on both sides. Okay? These are going to cancel out. Bring down your 5y. Bring down your inequalities. Leave it the same. Okay? Can we combine 20 minus 4x?
No. Negative 4x minus 20.
Good. We cannot combine them. They are not alike. So we're going to put negative 4x plus 20.
Divide by the coefficient of y.
All right, that's our third step. It says divide by the coefficient of y. What is our coefficient of y?
5.
5. So we're going to divide by 5. Divide by 5 here. Divide by 5 here. Divide by 5 here. These are going to cancel out. We're left with y. Are we going to flip our inequality sign?
No.
Why not?
Because we're not dividing by a negative.
Because we're not dividing by a negative. Good. All right, so we leave it as greater than. Negative 4x divided by 5.
Negative 4x. Negative 4 over 5 is
Right, we can't reduce negative 4/5, so we just leave it. Negative 4 divided by 5x.
plus 4.
20 divided by 5 is 4, so we do plus 4. Okay, what is our slope now?
4 over
Positive or negative?
Sure.
Negative 4/5. All right. Angel Martinez, what is our y-intercept? It is 4, yes. Okay, now we can graph it or put our points on our line. Okay, what do we graph first? Where's our very first point going to be?
Negative 4. Oh, 4.
Positive 4, y-intercept of 4. So we start at 0, 0. We go up 4 and put a point.
Okay.
How do we find more points? We use our slope. What is our slope? Negative 4?
Go up 4, go
What did I write here? Negative 4 over 5.
Down 4.
So we're going to go down 4 and over 5. Start at your y-intercept. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a point. We can do it again. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a point. Oops, that's a bad point. All right. What kind of line am I going to use?
Dash.
A dash line. Why are we going to use a dashed line?
It's not equal to.
Because it is just greater than, not equal to. So we're going to do dot, dot, dot. Okay. We're going to test our point. What point did we use?
0, 0.
0, 0. That works. Is it on our line?
No.
No, it is where? Above or below? Below the line. Okay. So let's test it out. If we're using the point 0, 0, y is going to become what now? 0. Take y out. Put 0 in. Okay, negative 4/5. What is x? 0 as well. Take x out. Put 0 in. What is negative 4/5 times 0? 0. What's 0 plus 4? Positive 4. All right, is 0 greater than positive 4?
No.
No. So which way are we going to shade? Above our line. Okay, so I shaded above the line because 0, 0 was true or false? Because the point 0, 0 was false. Any questions about those? Nope. Okay. Y'all glued these in? Yes. Okay. We're gonna do an entrance ticket for today for 3 points. Yeah, you get points back each time.
Oh, this is the one that we did.
No, the one we did finish is the one we did first thing this morning. Okay? This is the one you should have gotten first thing this morning. Have a seat. You have a quiz on your desk.
Mix them up. It's Miss.
When you're done, bring it out to get checked, please.
The teacher began the lesson with a true or false activity to activate the students' knowledge of what they had learned the day before. The true and false questions included some non-math related questions to get the students interested in the activity. Most of the students were actively engaged in the activity, while a few others decided to joke around instead of focusing on the activity. The teacher quickly redirected these students to get back on task. When the teacher was probing the students on what they know, one of the students remembered learning about Slope Dude, which was a fun video for the students to remember the different types of slopes they may see for linear graphs. I observed the teacher using her smartboard to incorporate technology into her lesson. After the true or false activity, the teacher guided the students into a STAR practice problem to practice 2 variable inequalities and to discuss test-taking strategies they would use as if it were a real question on their STAR test. As the teacher asked questions, I observed that the boys were the only ones calling out the answers. This may have to do with the fact that over half the class is made up of boys. 10 boys, 4 girls. This is one aspect I would discuss with the teacher as an administrator, to be aware and fair about the students they are calling on to answer questions. I could suggest using popsicle sticks, like calling out names or numbers, or using a random selector on the smartboard as a widget to select students at random to make it more fair in the classroom. After going over the STAR practice problem, the students were given practice over 2 variable inequalities to work out individually. As the students worked, I observed the teacher walking around and helping those students who needed the help. As the teacher was walking around, I observed that only half the students were engaged in the activity. The other half of the students were talking across the room, joking, laughing, playing with other objects, or getting on their phones instead of working on their practice. When the teacher noticed there were several students playing on their phones, she takes up their phones after reminding them of their warning at the beginning of class to not have their phones out. They were not to be seen or heard. After about 7 to 10 minutes of students working individually, the teacher went back up to the board to guide the students through the practice and answer any questions they may have had while they were working. As the teacher was going through the practice, I observed her calling on specific students, which was good, but they were mainly the boys again to answer her questions. The teacher did an excellent job, however, stressing the importance of substitution when determining the solutions of an inequality. She stressed the fact that the letters had to be taken out and the numbers have to be put in. They're substituted. Once the class completed their discussion over the practice, the teacher passed out a worksheet with practice problems that mirrored most missed problems on their previous test in which students did not score well on overall. Following these spiral practice problems came an exit ticket where students treated it as a mini quiz, and if done correctly, they were able to earn extra points back to their test grade if they had a low test grade. After discussing with the teacher during the entire week, the students were able to earn a total of 25 points added to their lowest test grade. As I observed the end of the lesson, I noticed there was not much of a transition between the inequality practice or the spiral practice problems into the exit ticket. It was just one into another into another. There was no transition. There was also no closure to close out the lesson to discuss what the students have discussed during the day, or what they have learned throughout the lesson, or what they remember overall that they're supposed to be accomplishing. As an administrator, I would discuss the concern with the teacher in hopes that she would allow the students to see the bigger picture by the end of the lesson each day.